are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these planes that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
We just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative. You dare dictate me the same old every single day without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. Buongiorno tutti, come state? Anyway, it's good morning from me. It's the film show, TV series show, and I've got some fella on it. It's a nuisance. He keeps begging me to come on. You know, he said, "Can I come on to any show?" Any show? I said, "Well, I do films on TV," and he went, "Oh, I know nothing about that." So anyway, he pleaded and pleaded and pleaded, and he just said, "I just said, I don't care, then take him on, bring him on." But anyway, I'll be bringing this fella on, this mysterious man on, in about 2 minutes, less than, to say hello to everybody. Myra Page, hiya Myra, lovely to see you, it really is, honestly. And she says, "Hi everyone, I'm Frank." And she says, "I like science fiction. Any recommendations?" I love science fiction myself. It's escapism for me, science fiction, to get away from the realities of everything going on, to be honest. And also horror. What's horror? You know, not like very gory horror or anything like that. It's just escapism for me. So yeah, I'd recommend a couple, actually. And there he is, look. Hit the likes, subscribe and share button, folks. Thank you, Sean. Richard Hawkins. No, Richard is I think he's a Man United fan from Belfast. So anyway, he says, "Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Richard. Lovely to see you." Gary. "Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, mate." So anyway, Read the Whiz Kid. I've seen it for yonks. Read the Whiz Kid. "Morning, Frank. Hope you're well." "Yes, Lee. I haven't seen you for a while." Richard says, "Yeah, that's me, Frank." I'm a Man United fan. But he's a good lad. Anyway, I'm going to bring on this fella here. Don't know who he is, mate. Yeah, look, see.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Okay?
how are you? You well?
I'm good. You've got to do a couple of reviews, aren't you? What I gave you today.
I've got a couple of reviews, to be honest with you, Frank. It's been I spent last weekend just stocking up on the films, and I took, I think it was 2 suggestions that you advised, and then I also took another one that was in the cinema. I watched as well, which was good fun.
Okay.
But yeah,
So we'll sort them out. Hopefully, you'll sort them out. Give it a little review. So, telling people to watch them if they're good enough.
yeah,
Gary Rigby says, so many good films to be found on YouTube now. But you have to know what you're looking for, as it's the more obscure movies on there, the big blockbusters get taken down. That's a very good point, that, because I will be talking about that, Gary, about the big blockbusters taken down. So you have to be careful. Anyway, we'll be talking about that. I'll also be giving Myra some things about science fiction. What to watch. There are some good ones out there, believe you me, Myra. I like, as I said, science fiction. I really do. It's to get away from the realities of what's going on in the world today, and horror as well, but not the gory horrors, as I mentioned. So yeah, I'll be giving you a couple of recommendations, good ones as well, Myra, not like little phony ones. And there's one of our lads, Leo's Goals. Hey,
all right,
Frank,
Leo's Goals.
Saturday. How about that? This young lad, he loves films as well. Big Red loves films, so you can't go anything. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So listen. Oh right, yeah. Leo says, I'm here to remind you about Chronicle of a Summer by Jean Rouch. Yeah. Leo, I'll have a look at that. I promise. Hey, Leo, do me a favour, if you don't mind. Would you get some of your lads to like and share? Especially in the football or whatever. Do that favour for me, please, because I know that you've got a massive following. So if you do that for me, I'll be absolutely delighted. Thank you so much. In anticipation, great anticipation, by the way. So, let's see. Let me try to find a link for it. And he says, yes, I just hit the like and will share. Thank you so much, Leo. You're a good lad. Good lad.
Even announce on your channel to follow Frank Carlyle Liverpool, because that's what I'm doing with AKM LFC, and I've been talking about Frank's channel even in work, and with relatives and what have you. So there's some relations that would be more interested in the political side, and
excellent.
So
I was on last night.
Yeah,
I was on last night. Myra stays with us right through. Which I'm pleased about, because we're in dangerous times,
Absolutely.
We're in dangerous times. And the young lad there, Leo, he lives in France. He lives in France, and it no matter where you live in Europe, it's dangerous times for us, especially with the leaders of Europe. And I don't know, I just call them absolute idiots who take no notice of anybody. And we're just ordinary people who get on with our lives, and they're putting us, every one of us, in danger by poking the bear, meaning poking Russia. Escalating.
Well, tomorrow week, Ireland has a very, very important general election, which I will be voting, obviously. I have a Christmas party the same day, so I'm hoping that during the Christmas party that the Irish people get out and vote for change, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting different outcomes. We've had 100 years of the same cowboys, and we've got to stop it. We've got to stop it. We've got to vote for change, because, as you said, Frank, we are in very dangerous times. Very dangerous.
I remember. I can go back. I'll never forget this. I go back to the Cuban crisis, missile crisis, And I walked in, and my aunties, I walked in, and the uncles were there, a couple of more aunties as well. And when I walked in, it was the room, the living room was so solemn. And I'm a kid, I'm a young lad, I'm at school. And I looked, and I never said anything. I was just listening to what they were saying. And it frightened me. It frightened me what they were talking about, because they really thought that there was going to be a nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
Only for one man, well, two men. That was John F. Kennedy, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and Nikita Khrushchev. With those two men, there would have been if it would have been any, just imagine if Kennedy would have been Biden.
Well,
Do you
screwed.
understand? Do you understand? There would have been a war. There would have been. We wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been talking to you. I wouldn't have been talking to any of these lovely people on here on the chat. You know, the likes of Leo. He would never have been born. He would never have been born.
Yeah, exactly.
And Richard Dawkins says dark times. And I remember my father being worried about it. The Bay of Pigs. Yeah, the Bay of Pigs. Well, anyway, let's get off the subject, lads. And what films did they ask you to watch, by the way, Sean?
So I've watched 3 films. Along Came Polly, Tokarov, or it's also called Rage, and then I've watched The Substance with Demi Moore in it. So, do you want me to start off with my reviews?
Please go ahead, yeah.
So I have to say that the first film I watched was Along Came Polly, which was right down my alleyway. Absolutely right down my alleyway. Ben Stiller, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Jennifer Aniston, and then Alec Baldwin, which really strange character he played. Not something you'd expect him to play, but absolutely hilarious. It's about a risk analyst, and he doesn't take risks either in his profession or in his life. And you think, in general, that sounds pretty good, but it's almost like it stops him from living, if you know what I mean. He marries this lady who's the beautiful Deborah Messing, and we get introduced to his has-been childhood actor, best man, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Excuse me for butting in there, but what you're saying, I'm going over everything, and it's so funny.
Yeah. So, like the first introduction of Philip Seymour Hoffman is he's fallen off, or he's after fallen on the floor, and Ben Stiller's like, oh, he's thinking about the amount of 70-year-olds that's going to be at the party or at the wedding, and I've told you not to polish the floor. There's a 80% risk of someone injuring themselves, this kind of thing. So he's so, just over the top with his like ADHD risk, So he goes off on his honeymoon, and one thing leads to another. The marriage breaks up. I mean, it's a short-lived marriage, and he goes off, tries to pick up pieces and whatever, and then along comes Polly, and Polly is completely the opposite to what he's used to, and he's absolutely, head over heels with this one. He just can't, and then he almost changes like that. He almost starts taking risks without even realizing it. And the funniest scene, and I swear to God, I was in floods of tears with this. The funniest scene was him in the Indian restaurant, and he's there talking, and he doesn't like spicy food, but he's there, and the sweat pouring out of him, and they're in conversation, and Polly's like, "Jesus Christ, are you all right?" And like, yeah, sure. And no, are you sure? Because you don't look to be, liking this food very much. And the sweat pouring out of him. But it's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic film. It's basically, he learns that life is all about taking risks, and he learns something, about himself. And so does Philip Seymour Hoffman as well. He learns not to be kind of hanging on the, past glories, and just accept himself for what he is now. And it's a fantastic film. I mean, I was.
So do you recommend it? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I strongly recommend it myself.
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
Two incidents in it, right? You mentioned Alec Baldwin, and they work in the same office, and he's a boss, isn't he, Alec Baldwin? So they're in the toilet, and the next you see Alec doing that. When you finish, you're having a pee, and he goes like that. Ben Stiller's just sitting there, standing there like that. He's just looking, the eyes are just looking at Alec Baldwin. And Alec Baldwin goes like, wipes himself on the lobe of his ear, onto Ben Stiller's lobe, right? That was so funny, that. And the other scene, which I think was absolutely hilarious, was when Ben Stiller on his honeymoon.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there, him and Deborah Messing on the beach, they're two newlyweds sitting on the beach. And this fella comes along, a French fella, and he goes, hello there, would you like to join me on my yacht? And he's naked.
Just out with his langer.
But just look, they're not looking at him, both Jennifer Aniston and Ben
Deborah
Stiller. They're not looking at his face, they're just looking down like that. Their eyes like, But anyway, and that scene later on when he goes looking for it, after putting all the petals and everything on the bed and the champagne, and he goes down to the beach. That was hilarious. Please, if you haven't watched it, watch it. As Sean says, I think Along Came Polly is great. It's
a fantastic film. I mean, and the guy that plays the ski instructor is no other than Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria, yeah, he's a good actor. Hank Azaria,
fantastic actor, and also a mention there is Brian Brown, who is the. who played. There's a fantastic where they're playing squash ball or something like that.
And jumping off big eyelashes.
Oh man!
See, the thing is, there are certain characters who are brilliant in that particular film. Absolutely brilliant. High standard characters. By high standard actors, by the way, as well. But the fella who stole the whole of the show, and you just got to watch him, is Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh man,
he's
there's a part, and I don't want to be giving too much away, but there's a part where he has to do a boardroom meeting, and he's trying to kind of think, what would it be like to be in a boardroom meeting and try and do a presentation about something he hasn't a clue about, and talk about why we should insure Brian Brown, who was like full of risks, jumps off whatever, and he thinks that, like, sitting like this and looking over some papers and putting his feet on the desk, and then go, you know, and this kind of thing, and it like that was it was the it, I swear to God, there were parts of that film that were just had you in stitches laughing. If you don't come out of that film laughing your head off and thinking about that film,
There's something wrong.
there's something
Isn't there? There's
seriously
something.
wrong with you. It's
And
it's hilarious.
Myra says, I also like Austin Power films. Mike Myers, who plays Austin Powers, is a comic genius.
Yeah,
He's a comic genius. Big Red as well. His parents come from Liverpool, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and someone mentioned about Ron, what's his name? Ron Atkinson.
Yeah,
You know, coming from Liverpool, and they were surprised that he came from Liverpool. And I said, yeah, he was known as Big Ron from the Swan. Well, Mike Myers' parents also came from Old Swan as well.
mm.
And Callum says, morning, Frankenstein and Sean Dingo.
I'm feeling like a right dingo at the moment, Callum.
And Richard says, Along Came Polly has some of the best comedy.
I
moments
think that's
of
fair to
any
say.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say.
So, right. So, what's your second film?
I almost don't want to talk about the second film because the first one was so good. But
Why didn't you leave it till the last? No,
I
I'm
know.
only joking.
So the second film was actually very, very hard to find. Okay, because it's called Tokarev. Tokarev is like a Russian gun, and in some countries you can't.
Before you start on it,
Mm-hmm.
was you glad you found it?
Yes. I'm glad I found it. So some countries didn't think it was right to call it Tokarev after a gun. So in other countries, it's called Rage, which I think is a fair analysis of the film. It's kind of a action crime thriller. You have Nicolas Cage. Actually, Nicolas Cage's son was in it, which I didn't actually realize. I think he may have played the younger version of him.
Yeah.
But the plot of it is kind of like honor amongst thieves. It's kind of like men that have reformed their ways or have tried to, but are kind of trying to get rid of the past, try to forget their muddy past. And for whatever reason, it keeps on coming up. But there's a really, really bad incident where Nicolas Cage's daughter gets killed. And basically, he just goes back to his old ways. He goes back to his chums that he, was with. And there are so many. I'm not really doing it much justice, if I'm honest with you.
No, well, there are so many twists and turns through this particular film.
That's what
and it's a must-watch. It's a must-watch film.
I don't want to give too much away because if I do, it ruins the film.
Say. So many twists and turns, and it's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen Rage or Tokarev, just watch it. And you can get it on YouTube as well. It's really, really good. As I said, and as Sean said, so many twists and turns. It's a great watch. It really is. And you can see how you can go from one extreme to another. The extreme is he left his life behind because he was married. He had this lovely daughter, a young girl who he adored. She was at high school, and a tragedy happened. And she ended up dead. And this is where the twists and turns take place. Have I summed that up okay?
I think you summed it up way better than me, Frank. But I mean, you're the expert. I think I don't want to give too much away because, as you said, and as I was about to say, there's plenty of twists and turns. The real giveaway is in the title Tokarev, or even in the second title, which is Rage. How you spell Tokarev is Tokarev. You probably will not find it on YouTube under that name, so you'll probably have to put in Nicolas Cage Rage, and that'll come up. But Tokarev is the name of the gun, and the bullet that was, on the scene of the crime was from a Tokarev gun, and that basically leads Nicolas Cage and his friends into a story of revenge, and plenty of twists and turns. If I could sum it up, it's basically, it's a film that I don't think any film has really touched on it, where you leave that muddy part of your life behind, and then if you take it back up, it's that paranoia. I don't think it's it.
I think though, Sean, there is a film, and it's called John Wick.
John Wick, yeah.
He leaves it behind.
Yeah, that's true. No,
and
but
tragedy happens. And about John Wick. If you haven't seen John Wick,
I've seen all of them. Yeah, I've seen all of them. I think what I was referring to was the paranoia end of things.
No, the paranoia, yeah.
The paranoia. Because although, Nicolas Cage and his buddies are buddies, there's still paranoia between the lot of them, and paranoia.
See, when he left that, when he left the what he was doing, he always stays in touch, because one of his mates had a bar, and he always went in for a drink, not to get drunk or anything. He always went in, seen the two lads that he worked with, and just had a couple of drinks, had a laugh, and went home to his family, his wife and her daughter. That's what he did, and then went to work the next day, because he became a businessman, a successful businessman. So so would you strongly recommend it?
I would. I mean, the critics didn't really rate this film, which I was a bit surprised.
Which is odd, yeah.
I don't get it. I think it may have went straight to DVD. I don't think it was actually released in film.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. And it just, why they done that? Because the acting was superb in it.
Yeah, and you also had was it Danny Glover?
Sorry.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, yeah.
Yeah.
He was in. Yeah, he was in it. He was
in it. So it's I really enjoyed the film, to be honest with you. Really, really enjoyed the film. I'm just a bit surprised by the critics.
Well, you'd say no notice it. The only critics to take notice of was you and
Frank Carlyle. No, but like it genuinely was a really, really good film, and I would recommend it. And especially with the twist in the storyline.
Okay. What's your third?
My third. Oh, my third. Oh my God. The Substance. The Substance. Oh.
Demi Moore.
Like, there's not many films that leave me speechless. And this film may just left me speechless. I remember, I think, my work colleague mentioning it, a good friend of mine mentioning it, and he had just watched it, and he just messaged on a WhatsApp group and said, Jesus Christ, I've just watched The Substance. Not many things leave me speechless. But it's basically it's a actress who won an Oscar, has her star in Hollywood Boulevard, and is coming to terms with her time has come. She's aging, and she's not ready to give up the limelight just yet. But unfortunately, the executives and the producers and Mr. Hollywood, who Dennis Quaid,
He's brilliant in it, isn't he?
Really good.
Whatever you see Dennis Quaid, have a look at him in this. He's so different.
Yeah, really different. But I think it's the funny thing. It's Hollywood putting a magnifying glass on Hollywood and showing how ugly it is. That's basically what the way I describe it. Demi Moore is trying to hold on to limelight, but the age isn't helping her, and people just want the young up and coming model.
Can I come in there? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry to.
No.
You're saying about Demi Moore and her, the way she's aging. Now you're sitting there looking at the film, right? And she's looking in the mirror, isn't she? She's like,
yeah.
Would you still fancy her?
Oh, feckin'. Feckin', hands down. Absolutely. I mean, and that's the funny thing about it, is she is absolutely gorgeous. I fancy the pants off her. But that's the funny thing.
Don't be saying that. It's compliments.
Well,
11 o'clock in the morning, you say fancy the pants off it.
But yeah, she plays this Oscar-winning actress, and now she's kind of resorted to doing kind of fitness videos and whatever. And Dennis Quaid, his name is Harvey, strangely enough. He's the guy that is kind of like, we need the next up-and-coming model. Demi Moore, Elizabeth, is not quite ready to, let go of the limelight. And she's looking at what way to kind of hold on to her youth and still be, up there in the glitz and the glamour. She comes up with this thing called The Substance, which is a little bit sinister. I don't think many people would have gone down her route. She takes this substance, and it just goes. It's crazy. You then are introduced to Margaret Qualley, who plays Sue, and she's basically the younger version of Demi. And I'm not going to give too much away.
No, don't. But it's the twists and turns in that particular film, if you haven't seen it. It's the twists and turns.
But the one thing I would say, and I was talking to someone there at the week or during the week, I think they should have left it after the Sue character. I think they went over the top at the end.
Yep. Yeah.
I really do.
It is, absolutely. But that's what it was. It was aimed. I think it was aimed for that. In other words, we're not giving anything away. It's called Substance. So there's something there. And what it's saying is, don't mess with the nature itself. That's what it's saying.
Be careful what you wish for.
Absolutely. I'll just go through some. Do you and Sean watch true crime documentaries? Yes.
The odd time I do, yeah.
I was watching one this morning there, and shocking. In America, it's all America, and lunatics over there. Richard says, I've never seen Substance, but that was Callum who actually said that. I'm sorry there, Callum, didn't mention your name. Yeah, I do watch them, and Sean watches them too. I've never seen Substance, says Richard Hawkins.
It's quite something. It's
Yeah,
quite something.
it is. I thought with Substance, I said it's drugs, something to do with drugs and
Yeah.
the evil of drugs, but it was a different path. As I say, it was a different path of what I was thinking, which came as a massive surprise for me.
I think there's two stories to it really. There's
Yeah, there is.
the Hollywood thing and how ugly Hollywood is, and the other thing is the kind of be careful what you wish for, and you can beauty is
Skin deep.
skin deep, but you can't get rid of the ugliness of a bad soul.
No, you can't.
And that pretty much I think sums up the film. It's a coincidence that the chauvinistic character that Dennis Quaid plays, his name is Harvey. Make of that what you will.
It's because
it's certainly a dig.
The connotations there, doesn't it? Really?
Absolutely. Margot Qualley was fantastic, beautiful looking lady. Demi Moore, very good as well.
She's a very good actress, but unfortunately, she's implicated in this P. Diddy thing.
Yeah.
But I've enough of that now. Steve Evans, my old mate, he says, recommend. Now, he's good at recommending things, and he won't come on, He's a coward.
Come on,
Steve Evans, I'm calling you out. You're a coward. Great football fan.
Yeah.
Big red like us. And his music is unbelievable. What I'm saying is, his insight into music is phenomenal. It really is. And I said to him, come on the show and talk about music. And he said, yeah, all right, give me time. Still waiting. That was 2 years ago. Anyway, recommended watches, he says, are Say Nothing and Blitz. Say Nothing and Blitz. I've watched Say Nothing, by the way. He says, watched The Substance a few weeks back. Nuts, but excellent. See what I mean about Steve? Nuts, but excellent.
So it sums it up, doesn't it?
But if he says excellent, take note. And Say Nothing is the best thing that's been on TV this year, lads. Say Nothing. Captain Sal, hashtag FSG. Steve Evans will be made up with.
So will I.
Frank, The Usual Suspects is a great film. Yes.
Kaiser Sose.
Absolutely. And Callum says, have you heard about the 4 college students that were massacred in their off-campus house? Yeah. In Idaho? Yes, I have. And it was shocking. And they've got this fella, haven't they? Yeah, he's on trial, and he's saying, I haven't done this. He's a PhD student, psychology, I think. He is, this lad. He's got one of those funny names, typical American funny name, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he's off for it. And as Callum says, yep, trial 2025, August the 11th, is that, or the 1st? Can't wait for it. Yeah, it was a shocking murder, absolutely shocking, of 4 young college students. These are university students, and then they were found dead the 11th. I'm sorry there, Callum, yeah, the 11th, okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask you, it's from Myra Page. Hey, Steve, if you're still looking, listen out for this, please. It's from Myra, our lovely Myra. She says, she likes science fiction. Before I give my recommendations, have you got any science fiction, and I mean good ones, to recommend for Myra?
God. Science fiction.
Myra, I'll tell you what's a good science fiction, and it doesn't come out as a science fiction. And I've told him to watch it. I've told Sean to watch it, and he's watched it. And he said,
Yeah.
it's fabulous. It's fabulous, right?
Yeah.
And that is Family Man.
Yeah. I've watched Family Man. That was is that science fiction?
That's science fiction. Come on.
The family was where at Christmas. That was set in. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It is science fiction.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, it's science fiction.
I suppose,
think about it. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Think about the bell.
I thought you were going to say what was it? Knowing. The Knowing. No.
Thanks for stealing me thunder. But go on, say Knowing. No, go ahead. Just tell.
No, I just. Well, I mean, there's an element of science.
Please, don't give a big synopsis about Knowing.
No, I won't.
Just tell her. Just tell her to watch it and why.
Watch it again. Twists and turns. Certainly has an element of what could possibly happen if we're not very careful. Yeah, just watch it. Nicolas Cage, amazing. Nicolas Cage is fantastic. I love Nicolas Cage. You can't go wrong with Nicolas Cage.
He's a very, very good actor. And he's in Rage, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage as well. It's really good. He's also in Family Man. I'll tell you another.
I love that film, actually. I really love that film.
I'll tell you another science fiction film, and it's Nicolas Cage, strangely enough, and it's called Next.
Let's watch that.
Next. I think it's called Next. But anyway, Myra, one of my best science fictions I've watched. It's a low budget film. Excuse me. And it was made by the Vicious Brothers. And it's a mixture of everything. But it's brilliantly done. No massive stars in it or anything like that, but all good actors. And that's called, it's one of the best I've seen. It's called Extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Watch it.
I'll give you a good one. Science fiction. Interstellar.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. But I thought it dragged on until the end.
Mm-hmm.
And that again, yes, we're not giving anything away, but it's to me, I think it seemed to be done, and it wasn't, I know this, like COVID times where there was hardly anyone in it. You get me?
Yeah, I do, but I think that's the type of film that I can't think of your man who was the director. Oh my God, what's his name? But he that's the type of film that he does, that they are kind of dragged out.
And that's what spoiled it for me.
What was the oh my God. Leonardo DiCaprio one.
Shutter Island.
No. No.
I don't watch Leonardo much. I don't get into his films.
It's a great
Oh,
film.
yeah, I know what you mean. No, it's not. No, it's not science fiction. I thought you was talking about where he's in Thailand or something. I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's gone worse for me.
Inception.
Yeah.
Inception is a fantastic film. You could watch that 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and it would have a different meaning each and every time. I love that film, Inception.
Francine said to me, my daughter, she said, Dad, and I was mentioning Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And she said, Dad, he's not a nice fella, you know. I said, what do you mean? Now I'm going back a while.
Mm.
And she said, when a girl reaches a certain age, 25, he packs her up.
Yeah.
And he's with them at like a young, you know, like, I don't know, mid-teens, you know, 17, 18, whatever, you know what I mean? Just above the minor thing over there in America. And now he's being in this P. Diddy freak off as well. So I'm glad I don't even watch him.
But I mean, the unfortunate thing is that since this,
he's got a baby face as well. He's got one of these. I seen him. It was Shutter Island. He was good in Shutter Island. I watched
very good film.
But he's got a baby face, and I can't take him serious as a grown man.
Ben Kingsley was amazing in that film as well.
Kingsley outshines any of them.
Yeah.
Outshines any of them. Ben Kingsley. And Ben Kingsley, I seen him in an episode of The Sopranos, a couple of episodes. And he plays himself. So fun.
He's a fantastic actor. I mean, how you go to that and playing Gandhi and both be, you know, I don't know. He's
a psychopath, isn't he? And The Beast.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, he's fucking horrible in The Beast. Horrible.
The Beast.
Oh.
He's in another film. He's in another film where, you know, it's about all this terrorism going on, and you see this fella, you know, with a beard. Yes, and we will come for you. We will come for you. I am warning you, America, we will come for you. And this is what he's like, you know, dressed up as an Arab terrorist.
No,
I'm not telling you about it, but watch. Do you remember the film I'm talking about?
No.
Sure. No. Oh.
Is it the one or is it the?
Sorry about this. I've got this fucking thing.
What was the film? It wasn't he was in Iron Man as well, where he's playing a character.
That's it.
That's the one you're talking about. I knew. He was brilliant in that film.
Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. But you see, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you see the way he steals the show from everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
He just steals scenes from everybody.
He goes from psychopath, you know, absolute lunatic to comedic, washed out actor in not to he was
just like that.
Yeah. And so like convincing in both roles.
Yeah. Any role he plays
yeah.
Any role. He played Meyer Lansky in a film once. Meyer Lansky. You know, with Lucky Luciano, Charlie Lucky Luciano. Anyway, Tyler Jones. Hi, Frank, and smash the likes, people. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much for that. Callum, disgusting. They seem very bright as well. Modern day Ted Bundy type kill. Yes, you're right there, Callum. He's talking about this particular murder.
Yeah.
in this document. Murders, plural, murders, not murder. Thank you. Watch Blitz last night, says Steve Evans. Superb insight into the lives of people trying to cope during the Blitz in London in 1940, directed by Steve McLean. He's a Guild director of Steve McLean, big black fella. Yeah, it's 12 Years a Slave. Great cast, brilliantly shot. Hello and good day. Good idea, says Ali Danus.
Just looking at Blitz there, our very own Saoirse Ronan is in it.
Do you know what? I could never
Weller.
pronounce her name. She's a great actor, sir.
Yeah.
I could never, ever pronounce her name. Saoirse, is it?
Saoirse.
So you've got funny names like those Americans as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind her.
I like names like Steve Evans, right? Myra Page. These are easy to Edward. These are easy. Callum. These are easy to say, whatever.
She was on the James Corden show there when he was over in America, and he had difficulty pronouncing her name. But yeah, I mean, we've some weird names. I give you that. I only recently found out, strangely enough, Dermot O'Leary, the presenter.
Yeah, Dermot, yeah.
That's not his name. All right. His name is Sean Dermot O'Leary.
Really?
And guess what my middle name is?
Dermot. Really? So
Dermot
it's
O'Cleary. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
and Dermot O'Leary is Sean.
But the funny thing is that he spelled, so Dermot is spelled in the English, which is very unusual. And like for whatever reason, my parents spelled, so my name is in Irish, right? Apart from Dermot, it's the English spelled version of it, DERMOT, and he's done the same thing. So there you go.
Well, that's lovely news to me.
I'm just talking about Irish names. Her name means freedom. I didn't know that, Richard. My niece's name is Saoirse.
I didn't know it. Steve Evans, sci-fi, dark matter. Yes. Dark matter. Ali Danus, capo di tutti capi. Frank is back, stronger than ever. Thank you, Ali.
Ali, don't do that on me, because I can't even. Frank was trying to get me to pronounce that, and I couldn't for the life of me.
Ali Danus. Now he's a Romanian. Now he's got an easy name. Ali Danus. Right.
Am I to apologise?
No. And stay. Tulsa King. Sliced alone. I actually do it on the, like what Jason done, the introduction to the
I love that introduction.
It's absolutely amazing. It's an amazing series. Stallone's brilliant. Stallone is brilliant. You should get, I don't know what you get for these. Is it a Tony Award? I don't know.
Probably that, or a Golden Globe.
Oh, a Golden Globe, is it? You should get that.
I've seen bits and bobs of it, like clips of it. I haven't actually watched it, but it looks really good, all right.
Right.
It's got fantastic reviews.
It is. It's fabulous. It really is. You don't have to. Anyway, I'm going to go through some comments that the lads have been putting up. Ezra, hello, Frank and chat. Richard Dawkins, one of the best sci-fi films from 2007 is The Man from Earth. There is also a part 2. No special effects, but a great film. John Hamm. John Hamm is brilliant. I like John Hamm as actor. Also recommended The Slow Horses, say Steve Evans.
Writing all these down.
I keep saying to people, and I don't think they've ever watched it. I know Steve has. 2 TV series. Two strongly recommended by me. And Myra, if you're still looking at science fiction, this particular one, and it's called The Outsider. It's brilliant, but it's a TV series, not a film. But there's only about 8 or 10 episodes, so you might enjoy, like when you've got nothing to do and just put it on for an hour. I watched it right through. I watched the full episodes during the day. So, because I like Jason Bateman, put it on. Brilliant. Absolutely. Brilliant.
Not Jason Statham.
Oh. Man. That man.
And do you know what? It only dawned on me there a few months back that every film that he is in, he narrates the film. If you ever watch, I was going down to, he's always narrating the film. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know why that happens, but yeah.
I can't stand him.
Yeah.
I really can't stand him. I don't know why he's this big. They've made him into a big superstar. Incredible. Jesus. He can't act. He can't act the goat. Anyway.
I think it's probably from The Expendables. I think the fact.
No, he was a major star before The Expendables. He really was. How he got there I don't know. He must have the best agents in the world. Anyway, Tyler Jones. I'm going to go through these. I'm going to watch Tyler Jones, and he's talking to Richard. Have you ever seen Equilibrium? Yes. Yes, I've seen it myself. And anyway, Stacey says, have you watched the telly show Severance? I've watched the film Severance with Danny Dyer. That's brilliant, That's brilliant. Danny Dyer in it. Severance. And there's a couple of stars. I can't. This is terrible, You know what I've got? What this condition I've got? It's really bad. It's just that I'm itchy all the time. So annoying. No wonder I can't sleep. So Severance is new. First season was good. I've never watched the series. I watched the film Severance with Danny Dyer and Tim McInerney. Fantastic film. And Richard Dawkins. Frank, could you also mention this morning's the death of the great radio broadcaster from Liverpool, Howard Hughes? I don't know. I really don't know Howard Hughes. The only Howard Hughes I know was going back years ago when he built, this big plane. I forget what it was called. And it only flew for an hour. And it just parked up there. Big seaplane it was. Forget what it has an unusual name as well. Forget what it was called. Ben Kingsley in the Marvel film playing a professor and wearing a Liverpool scarf, says Steve. I don't watch Marvel films. too wokey for me.
Is it? Well, I think recently
America is great. No, no, America is great. America's not great. America, they should be doing films how America gets involved in other countries by giving them sanctions and putting puppet regimes in. That's what they should be here doing. That's what they should be doing. Not Captain America. Whoa, yeah. No, none of that nonsense. Don't get me started on those Americans. They put us in fucking danger. And people just go, oh, yeah, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Captain America. That's why I don't watch Marvel films. That's what they want to do. They should be putting films out about these covert operations, about the coup d'etat in 2014 in Kiev, the Maidan, led by Victoria Nuland. That's the films they should be doing. That's the films they should be doing. It angers me.
I get what you're saying about the Captain America thing.
Sure.
No, I do, because I've said the same thing. I said it to you there. I think it was 2 weeks ago about how America blows its own trumpet in Hollywood. I did say that to you.
Okay, thank you. I apologize.
You're okay. It's all right, Frank. We'll never fall out, you and me.
No. Anyway, Lee the Whiz Kid, recommendations come and take them fast this morning. Haven't to write them down. No, as I said, the likes of Steve Evans, and he won't come on, but he does watch good films and TV series. He's like me. But anyway, watch the other series I've asked people to watch. I think it's fabulous. And one of the best I've seen gangsters in this. It's not all about gangsters, by the way. Is an Irish actor, a great actor, I forget his name, but a great versatile actor. And he was in, this is how good he is. He was in Downton Abbey, one of these.
Oh, you were telling me this, yeah.
One of these butler type people. Oh, what's his bloody name? He's a well-known actor, but he's Irish. Want to see him in there. When you can see him as this gentleman butler, a servant, or I don't know what he fucking is in it, but he's not a full butler, but he's similar to a butler. In Downton Abbey. But you see him. He's the best villain I've seen. Honest. Irish, softly spoken. Doesn't get excited. But ruthless. Ruthless.
I mean, us Irish, we're not just pretty faces, just super talented.
What's Spotless? And no one's watched it. And I've been saying, watch it. No one's watched The Outsider. I've been saying, it's a waste of me time doing this particular thing. Except for the leader Whiz Kid.
I've watched three or four.
I'm not saying you're the co-presenter.
Well, yeah, okay.
You're a reviewer. You've got to watch them.
Reeling it in. Oh.
Richard Dawkins, he must be going on about the Shioshi. What's her name?
Saoirse.
I'll still get it wrong.
I know.
I could never say how you pronounced it. It was like Kelleher.
Queeveen, yeah.
Queeveen, right.
And the funny thing is, there's different pronunciations of Saoirse, and I'm probably getting it wrong myself. That's the funny thing. And I mean, there are Irish names that I can't even pronounce. So funny.
Well, I'm going to go through these anyway.
Yeah.
Get these out the way. My name is Alexandru, but everybody calls me Ali since I was a kid. Complicated. No, it's not complicated because as I grew older and like around my age now, and when a certain actor came on the scene, they started calling me Brad Pitt. So I understand what you mean, Ali, honestly. Callum, I recommend watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love me honest. What's your favourite genre, love?
So the original or the latest one, the new one?
I think the original.
Yeah.
The original is. I watched something along with, as I keep mentioning, this lovely lady, Myra Page. I watch these things. And I used to follow a fellow by the name of a young American, actually. He was saying all the right things that I wanted to hear and what I was saying as well. So he was in the same level as me and Myra and lots of other loads of people out there. And his name is Jackson Hinkle. Jackson Hinkle. Right? Hinkle. Hinkle. Now, America is a mongrel race. You know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The only true people there are the indigenous Native American. Right? They're the only true Americans. And they're being put on reservations by the glorious white men. Right? Anyway, Jackson Hinkle. Watching that, the likes of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and other things, the other genre of horror films, all in America, by the way, all in America, like Deliverance and these other little films like The Wrong Turn, things that all these genre of films that, if you go into the woods and whatever, or go into like places that are off the beaten track, you find these people, right? These deliverance type people, these people who are in Texas Chainsaw, Wrong Turn, and you come across them. Because Jackson Hinkle, I just dismissed him then, unsubscribe, get rid of him, up you. When he said, just all of a sudden, he said, England, he said, they just said it, there's nothing to do, like, they were talking about Ukraine and things like that, and he went, England, they just brought it, he was on his own, just delivering a show. And then all of a sudden, he just went like that, anyway, 1776 and the American War of Independence against the English. And that had nothing to do with it. I thought, what's he going on about? Then he said, England, he said, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for me to go and visit. And this is what he said. And I was like, and he said, and as we all know that England is a nation of inbreds. A nation of inbreds. I thought, you prick. And I went, have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Have you ever seen Deliverance? No, I'm saying I put a comment on this thing, because you can comment, you see. I said, have you ever seen Deliverance? Have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Have you ever seen Wrong Turn? I said, you're fucking calling us a nation of inbreds. Take a look at yourself, Hinkle. Take a look at your own country. you're a mongrel race. You'll always be a mongrel race. And free the indigenous Indian. That's what I said. You know, hashtag free the indigenous Indian. That's what I said. Fucking cheeky prick. So, Callum, you brought up some controversy there.
Very controversial stuff. I was just like, whoa, staying out.
Tyler Jones, Slow Horses is great if you don't mind subtitles. Dark, amazing, is amazing. Yeah, Dark Matter, he's going on about. Ali Danush, can't wait to see Gladiator. I don't want to watch that.
I think I was talking to you about that, Frank.
I don't want to fucking watch that. So
I've been speaking to a few others about it. I've talked to someone who actually has watched it. Yeah, I don't know. Our own Paul Mescal is in it. So
I've lectured about the Roman Empire.
Mm.
Do you see what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying.
And when you see fucking inclusion, that's distorting history.
Mm.
That's totally distorting history. It's like Anne Boleyn.
Are you referring to the Denzel Washington character?
Yeah. It's shocking.
Yeah.
You know, you don't distort history just because of woke. That's what it is. It's just nonsensical. It's horrible.
No, I get you. I mean, they've tried to do a remake of, was it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs or Sleeping Beauty, whatever. It's like, I was looking forward to this one. I was looking forward to this comment from Steve. I love Yellowstone.
What Steve Evans is saying there.
Yeah, John Hamm is my new is in the new TV show Landmen from Tyler Sheridan, who did Yellowstone, Tulsa King, Mayor of Kingston.
That was brilliant, that Mayor of Kingston.
Only just started. Billy Bob Thornton in it as well. John Hamm is also, I love Yellowstone. I've been watching Yellowstone religiously, binge watching it. The other thing that John Hamm is in that you wouldn't have expected him in, and it was a fantastic series.
Keep Up the Joneses.
No. Toast of London.
Oh.
Matt Berry. Oh my Jesus Christ. They need to do a new episode of Matt Berry. Matt Berry is hilarious. Hilarious. Very funny.
I like John Hamm. Tyler Sheridan, from Tyler Sheridan, great writer. John Hamm and Billy Bob are two of my favorite American actors. Billy Bob Thornton, fantastic actor,
fantastic musician as well.
But anyway, that's I'll have a look at that. Thanks, Steve.
I'm really interested. That was a really interesting comment you made about Gladiator 2. I don't think people fully realize that either.
No, you don't. It's like Anne Boleyn.
Mm.
Anne Boleyn. That was shocking what the BBC did.
I didn't see it.
I thought, this is wrong. It's distorting history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make things up,
No, I'm not. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't make things up. When I'm talking history, I don't make things up. I don't just say that the likes of Marcus Aurelius and Vespasian are two of my favorite emperors, two great emperors who gave the empire everything. Can't say the world because, you know what I mean. You're going back 2,000 years ago. but they gave Europe, they educated them. They built things, incredible things, the Romans. Know what I mean? So, but to distort history on a big level, I don't. I just, I just say it the way it was. The original Gladiator, I wouldn't watch for a few years until I seen a fellow historian, and he said to me again about the Roman Empire. He did Roman Britain as well, which I did a little bit of. And he said, "Have you seen Gladiator?" I said, "No. I hadn't seen it for a few years, you see." I said, "No, I won't watch it." He said, "Watch it, Frank, please watch it." I said, "No." I said, "I'm surprised you watched it." He said, "Watch it." Because, and I did watch it, albeit I said this is a fictional character in it. But everything around it was spot on. Spot on. And it was. It was. Commodus. Whoa. Commodus. Anyway.
And now what they've done now is just made an absolute fucking circus off the second one.
Exactly. Just leave things alone.
Yeah.
Ali Noose says the new films are not even close to the old ones. There was a film about the reality about with human trafficking, and they banned it. Yeah, that was Mel Gibson's one. That was Mel Gibson's one. It's shocking. It's shocking what goes on in America, It's shocking what's going on. And do you know that there's thousands of babies gone missing, children, in Ukraine? Do you know that? Nothing gets mentioned.
I know that there's babies going missing in Ireland too.
Yeah. Trafficking. Anyway, Richard Dawkins says no difference how it's used. He's done radio shows about UFOs and the unexplained. He also worked as a news correspondent for LBC, BBC, and has a show on talk radio. LBC, BBC.
Can I ask you, Frank?
Go on.
You've been in the know and stuff, and obviously been in that industry. What's your take on on LBC?
Fucking shocking. James O'Brien, one prick.
Sorry, I didn't expect that. Go on. No, go on. I'm sorry. Go on. I want to hear it.
Yeah, look, here's a bit of thing there. I'll just go to this straight.
Yeah.
Did you bless me?
I did.
Look, I've got my dog collar on, And Myra's listening to us. Anyway, I've got to go to this. The Outsider was good, but got cancelled. Yes. It's good, yeah. Do me a favour, Sean.
Yeah. The Outsider. I will do.
Jason Bateman. I think there's a couple of outsiders, if you know what I mean. But get the one. Don't get the one without Jason Bateman. I would say like Jason Bateman. Watch it.
I will do.
I'm not telling you to you.
Watch it.
Well, I'm a Star Trek fan. So am I. Okay. How can you do that? Blimey. So, I've tried to perfect this for about 50 years. I can't do it. It still goes there like that. Well, I'm a Star Trek fan, but I have never watched a bad show or film. I don't say movies. I hate saying movies because it's American.
With Colin Meaney in it.
The Cole Meaney, yeah. It's good, Cole Meaney.
Colin,
did you ever see him in Con Air?
I did. He's hilarious in Con Air.
Oh,
He's so funny in Con Air. He's so funny.
he's always driving his car, isn't he?
Is that my car?
And he goes like, stop.
Oh, he's very good. He's very good.
That's he's good call me, especially in that. John Cusack, one of my favourite actors, is brilliant.
He's very good too. Yeah.
And Nick
That
Cage,
Con Air.
and
That's
John
another.
Malkovich, James Buscemi. James Buscemi mentioned me, you know, on a thing called the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Did he?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Mentioned me. Yeah.
Jesus.
The greatest story from Liverpool.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, just.
James, but that's such a great film, and what an amazing cast as well.
Cast was
Con Air,
unbelievable.
when you think of it. And a great soundtrack as well. The whole thing was brilliant.
Malkovich is great. Have you ever seen Bullethead?
Bolthead?
No, Bullethead.
Bullethead? I don't think so. I'll have to write that down.
Myra, if you're still listening, watch a thing called Predators. It was made in 2010 with, you've got to get Isdol, this fella's one.
Ugh. Just turning on the radiator here. I don't know what the weather's like over there, but it's freezing.
It's
here.
freezing. I'm free. Can you see that? People on my hands. My eating doesn't work.
I've been out the whole week. I had a day off yesterday, and I was out since 6 o'clock yesterday morning. So that's why I have these massive bags on my eyes.
Yeah, same as me.
No, you're fine. Look at me. I mean, I look like Jesus. Dreadful. Yeah, I think. Well, it was. Do you know the funny thing, Richard, is it was rumored that the temperatures would be about 14 degrees there today, and there's not a hope in hell of that being 14 degrees. I'm just looking outside. It's horrible.
We're getting some southerly winds coming up.
Yeah.
From the continent, so it's going to get a little. The temperatures are not going to go to the extreme. It's going to stay around 14, whatever. But that's better than like 4, isn't it? So it's going to go up an extra 10. But I'm still freezing. I bought myself 2. My eating's useless. The heating is useless. And if you put it on, it takes about 2 hours to warm up.
That's not good.
I bought myself 2... what you call, sorry about this, throws, throws that you, electric throws.
Yeah, electric blankets.
Electric throws that you throw over yourself, when watching the telly or whatever. I got myself 2. Well, crazy. Best thing I done. Just keeps you, my little legs warm.
Well, I'll tell you,
watching the telly.
I was like an old fella, so I had like the socks on, and I had like a hot water bottle there beside me. I was freezing last night. I've
honestly, God, I've got a shower in after this morning. I'm waiting for my daughter to come out. She's taking me shopping. Right, I'm going to show you. I've still got my pajamas, clean, like I put them on because I don't want to be sitting here in trousers and that. So I've got pajama bottoms on, and you mentioned socks. And can I show you these socks? Do you know what they are?
Are they the kind of sock slippers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Thermal they are. Keep me feet warm, but I'm fucking freezing now, like.
Yeah.
Blimey.
For people that have just tuned in, this is not an OF page. Frank has not shown his leg off for any cheek trills, maybe trills. Oh, very funny.
Right, Steve says the Penguin. Yeah, Colin Farrell is absolutely amazing. You know, when people get done up at that, you can tell who they are.
Yeah,
you can't. Colin Farrell, unbelievable. Tyler says, "What's the show though with the Irish actor?"
Oh, he's talking about the guy that's in Delton Abbey or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's called Spotless, Tyler. It's like Spotless Tyler, isn't it?
Spotless Tyler.
It's called Spotless. It's fantastic. It's an Anglo-French thing. It's really good. Watch it. Oh, look at that. Ali Danu says, "You're not old, Frank. You're just experienced." Thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever said. You're experienced, not old. You're just experienced.
Is it Brendan Coyle you're referring to?
Brendan Coyle, that's him. That's him. Fantastic. That's the man. That is the man. Brendan Coyle. Oh, if you watch him, he's unbelievable.
Do you want to know something?
Go on. Don't say he's dead.
He's got a very famous relative.
Really?
He's got a great uncle.
Go on.
Very good friends with Mr. Bill Shankly. Matt Busby.
Go away.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his uncle?
That his great uncle.
Great uncle, Matt Busby. Go away.
Yeah. Now he was actually born in Corby in England, but he is a British Irish actor.
Yeah. British Irish, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Watch it. Honest. That's why I like versatile actors who can act well. Jason Statham, do you think he could act? So
I think he can act now.
Anyway, thank you for that wonderful comment, Sally. I really appreciate that. I really do. Steve, most recent Zoller films are awful. They try too hard. I love the old Amicus. Yes, one of my Jetline, Donald Pleasance, brilliant, and one of our Liverpool greats is in it. Even Sean Connery said and Donald Pleasance both said that this actor was brilliant, underrated. This is Sean Connery and Donald Pleasance said about this Liverpool actor. And his name is Norman Rossington. Norman Rossington, a great Liverpool actor. And do you know what? He was in the Beatle films. Ah, come on, John, what are you doing? You know, he proper Liverpool actor, like, you know. Did you like my Scouse accent then? Oh, come on, John, what are you doing?
A Scouse are doing a Scouse accent?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You want to join the band? Yeah, join the band. Come and join us, George. What's your name?
Actually, North Red has had a very good comment there. Snatch was a fantastic film.
Steve Evans says, I didn't like it. Get Out. I didn't like it, Steve. And Us is good. Us. Get Out was a strange film.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting mixed up, Steve. I remember Get Out. Get Out. I remember it's good.
You Get Out.
I'm sorry. Get Out is good. It is good. There's a big label there, isn't there? There's a big label in it, if you know what I mean, in the story. Big label. For those who love the war films, I recommend Nothing New on the Western Front. Such a nice film. 2023 made. Steve Evans, I will check them out. The Asian horror film, like The Interview, The Killer, Old Boy, and The Battle Royale are good too. The Interview with a Vampire was great.
Good film.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. That was a great film. Yeah, I seen the first time I've ever seen. I've seen the diversity of both actors.
Another great war film which I absolutely love. Obviously, The Great Escape, Escape to Victory. I absolutely love that film. Escape to Victory. I just love that film.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
It was made in Romania, though. But you know, at the end,
yeah,
and you see all these people running.
yeah.
You see them all running. You see them all. What's this fucking thing? Can't see that because of the. I hit this. Anyway, I seen it at the end. I was trying to tell them, get me train of thought by. And at the end of that film, you see that all these like kids running and on the pit, and they were all wearing tank tops. They were the style then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like 40s stuff, in the middle of a war. They were all running around with flares on and tank tops.
I didn't even notice that, to be honest with you. I just remember just the.
I notice everything.
I know you do.
And Steve Evans says, John Hamm, brilliant in Fargo. Yes. I like anything with Hamm in. What's John Hamm in a thing called Keep Up the Joneses? Keep Up with the Joneses. It's not that funny. He's an agent. He's a CIA agent, him and his wife. Not that funny. Keep Up with the Joneses. Because there's another family, like living, they just move into this role. So funny. Obviously undercover, but it's funny. Keep Up with the Joneses, that's what it's called. Stay, I was there. I was only mentioning that. I was there. He was with Angelina Jolie, and she just left, and she went to match. I was there that night.
I'd have followed Angelina.
Well, I never went down to meet Angelina. I don't mean like. I mean, I went. I knew that. I got word that he was playing there, Billy Bob, and Angelina Jolie. They were married then. Was going to be that fucking town there. And I went down. She'd gone by the time I got, but I seen him. I seen him stay on the cabin. We must have been bumping into one another and didn't know. 20 years later, we knew each other very well. That's mad, that. Isn't that mad? Billy Bob. Sorry for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre controversy. Didn't expect you to have a lecture about it. No, Callum, when someone calls us inbreds, our nation, you, me, and everybody else, no, I'm not having that. Not by some yank who hasn't a fucking clue about this country. What are woke films, Frank? Just look at the just have a look at today's films. About 3 years ago, Clint Eastwood, my mate, he said, I feel sorry for young actors today. Not just the young, middle-aged ones as well. He said, I feel sorry for them with all these scripts. The scripts are awful. You can't get one of the a great film I've recommended, and you can get it on YouTube. Is I don't know whether it's The Accusation or The Accused or whatever it is. Oh, what's it called? Something like that. With Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman in. It's a fantastic film. A fantastic film. It's not what you call woke. It's not what you call woke. If you know what I mean. Ollie the Noose says, now films are very far from reality. I've seen Ottomans, a Turkish film, where the Turks killed and took Vlad the Impaler, Vlad Dracula, head. And he said it's BS. Nobody knows how, where he died. Now nobody knows where he died, Vlad the Impaler. But that's how he got the story, you see, with Vlad the Impaler, because he impaled the people. He got and they were forced up on these big spear things.
Ouch.
Love Itchy the Killer and Old Boy. Have you seen the series Hellbound? No. Have I? No. New Gangs of London on Sun. I won't watch that, Steve. You know that. Bloody freezing in Belfast.
Yeah, it's like I'm
here in Liverpool.
I'm wearing my Liverpool hoodie here. It's like I'm still trying to keep warm here.
Well, I've got this. Look, Francine said, "Dad, buy that because you're going to be cold." And it's like a sheepskin.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's like a sheepskin, but it's too heavy.
I'd wear that to bed now, so I would.
My hands are freezing.
Yeah.
My hands are absolutely freezing.
Father Carlyle about to say mass there. I thought. I'm like brother Shano. I mean, look at me. It's like.
I know you're. Do you know, like the other films where you see those monks, but you don't see them in black, and you see them in all the red. You know, with the pointy thing. You know, the hood, and it's a point at the end, and you just see them walk. But they are, look, see, that's it. Yeah, just turn sideways profile. Oh, that's it. That's it. You'll have to go to confession along with me.
I'm going to have to bring the dogs to confession because I'm about to string them along here. They're barking.
Okay. It was cold in Dublin last weekend when I was there, says Steve Evans. Oh, yeah, you brought young Dylan.
Were you in Dublin, were you?
Yeah, yes, he brings his lads everywhere. He goes up to Scotland and that. What are you going up there? It's freezing. So saves you right, Steve. It was cold. Oh, he's a great fella, Steve. Good lad as well. Another great TV show, Blue Lights. Stay, honestly, mate, if anything's on ITV or BBC or Channel 4 or Channel 5, I won't watch them, being honest. Sock slippers, yes, Callum. It's thermal socks, Sean, yes. You're right. Lead the whiz kids. I like the first Gangs of London more. Thought the second was violence was over. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like anything like that. Oh, yeah, you know me. No, fuck them. I know there's worse things, says the North Reds, in the world today, but for people to be freezing in modern homes in 2024 shows how politicians have failed us again and again.
Don't even get me started on that, North Reds. Don't even get me started on that. That's why I'm very vocal about the current situation that our country are in. I'm just so furious with people that vote the same crap morning, noon, and night. They gotta stop it.
I love this Manchester United channel.
I think he mentioned that because I mentioned your man, the actor.
Yeah, and Sir Matt Busby.
Yeah.
See what we've given. I was on Sky Sports, once. They phoned me up and they said, "Will you come on Sky Sports?" And I said, "Yeah." Because it was about the rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool, but they wanted a different take on it.
Oh, okay.
They wanted rivalry within cities, through the years. And I said, without Liverpool, I said Manchester was just being another little whatever, because we fed them the cotton.
I like that.
We fed them the cotton. They were just being a little run-of-the-mill town. We fed them. And the commentator, the front man, whoever he was laughing his head off.
I like that.
When we finished, he went like, "I should take my days off with that be delighted with that multi." No, Red says stayed and brilliant and snatch. I don't want
to. I mean, look, I have to say, Snatch was a good film.
Well, I haven't seen it.
And Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels was also a good film. But other than that,
my mate was in there. He died
was
on
he?
me. Yeah, he was going to direct me play at St. George's Hall in COVID. He was going to star in it. I've got the poster here.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you the poster when you come. I've got it up on the wall. Can't get it off.
Yeah.
I'll show you it. My play. A reflection of Dickens. And Jake Abraham was in it. Look for it. I have.
And is there any chance of you getting that back up? That play?
The play, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get it up, but need backing now, because the backing who I had, I think she died.
You could certainly put out the feelers, Frank. I'd love to see that happen. Oh, here we go.
Greetings, Frank and all true Reds who oppose USA Sharks. I was just going to say, this is a thing. Watching Fried Green Tomatoes on TV. Great film. Recommend if you haven't seen it. And Green Zone, Matt Damon. You Never Walk Alone. And thanks for the recommendations. Thank you. You're not going to believe what I'm going to say next. Honestly. And it's what Mark Red says there. John Walk can act, right? This is through this. I've just come out of the town hall and I had to meet some people. Liverpool town hall, that is. And I walked down, I was meeting them by this monument, in Liverpool. The Victoria Museum, Victoria Monument. And I went into this cafe on the corner of Lord Street and Castle Street. And when I walked in, honest to God, when I walked in, I seen like a couple sitting there with a child, And as I walked in like that, I heard this voice saying, "Hello, Frank." And I looked, and it was John Walk. It was John. I went, John Walk. I went, yeah. I went, how do you know me? He watched like LFC TV. You know when I was on? He watched it. And I went, "Oh, hello, John, how are you?" You know, incredible. That's genuine.
That's mad.
John Walk. Another great war film is 71, filmed in Liverpool, Blackburn, and Belfast. Jack O'Connell, brilliant in it. 71, great war film. Never heard it. Never heard of it.
No, never heard of it myself.
And Don't Want Gladiator 2. Don't Want Gladiator 2. Producers need to, what's that? Leave classic alone. Not try and milk every time. Like Rocky. Yeah, totally agree.
I think that's the fear of and I think that's. I don't think people are realizing there's a lot of. It seems that creativity has been lost and imagination has been lost, and rather than come up with something different and something new, they are going back to old classics and literally butchering them. Like, I'll give you one, Ghostbusters. Of course, they had to do a female version of that.
That's your woke. There's your woke. That's your woke.
Which absolutely flopped. I guess who played the receptionist? A man, you know, and it's like, I don't know. I don't
It's
get
woke.
that.
That's what I mean. It's woke.
No, I get you. I don't agree. I agree that like Marvel movies or Marvel is now becoming woke. I don't agree that at the start it was, because I know. Well, no. The reason why I'm mentioning this, because you brought up a very good point, Frank. I know the characters and I know where they stem from comic books and what have you, and I know, like, obviously Stan Lee back in the day. So all of these characters have stories behind them, and if anything, they show how America get involved in stuff that they shouldn't be getting involved in, and the disaster that they leave behind.
Exactly.
They actually show that in Marvel.
Exactly.
They have. I mean, if you look at Tony Stark and Iron Man, the very weapons that he made were then used to kill innocent people. And then he had a conflict of interest, you know.
The first Iron Man was good. The first Iron Man.
Yeah.
But anyway, like Callum says, Americans calling us inbreds. Have they not seen the state of their atrocious country? That it's terrible. Have a look at what's going on in the streets all around in the major cities. People living in, these are Americans living in tents, drug abuse. They're just standing there. They're like zombies. They're like fucking zombies. It's shocking what's happening in America. I wouldn't go to America. A fucking big clock. North Red, Gene Hackman, a brilliant actor, absolutely. Oh yeah, Richard D. Hawkins. Richard D. Hawk, look. Are you thinking about Under Suspicion, Frank? Yes. Great film. Gene Ragman and Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Fantastic.
It was at that moment when Frank knew Morgan Freeman. Sorry, I'm trying to do a Morgan Freeman impression there.
Yes, Morgan Freeman. I couldn't think of Under Suspicion. Watch it. It's a cracking film. Gary the Rigby says, You think it's cold here? I'm going to Norway for Christmas. You must be nuts.
Norway's crazy. I've been to Norway.
I could have gone there a few years ago.
Yeah.
I was invited over by a multi-millionaire. Big Evertonian he was.
Oh, see, that's why you didn't go then.
He gave me mate. I was talking to him one day about just like a little bit of history and whatever. And I was saying about the penny black. And he said, they're not worth that much. I said, go away. He said, no. And he get onto this. He was a stamp collector, this fella.
Mm.
And he had a letter sent to, please I forget, from Tsar Nicholas to someone in the royal family here, right? Tsar Nicholas II. And he's got that envelope with that stamp on. And the letter's still in it, by the way. And you know Abramovich, Chelsea owner then, he said, yeah, there's an open check, put your price on it. Try to buy it off him. But he said to me, would you like to come over to and see me home? I said, no. I said, you know, he lives by the, I forget the name of the place, some little mad place. And he lives on a, you know, by the fjords, this big fjord, and he overlooks this fjord, you know. And he said, come over. He said, and can you bring your daughter over? Because he took a big fancy to my daughter. He was having a drink.
Right.
And he said, look, he said, I'm not going to the match now, because he was going to see Everton. And he said, I won't go. He said, would you like to go for lunch? Would you like to go for lunch? He said to Francine. And Francine went, no. I said, go for lunch. I said, I'll be all right. See you there after I come back. Little did I know that he really fancied her. And he said, come over.
There you go. So Francine knocked back a multi-millionaire.
I will do, stay. I will do, because, he sent me a message, stay. I will do, stay. I'll watch that. I haven't seen it, but I'll watch it. Thanks for that message. So, Gary, put your thermal socks on, mate, like me. I'll lend you my socks. I'll lend you my thermal socks. Good, you know. But look at these coats today. Anyway, Frank, any stories about Roy Rogers and Trigger? I mentioned that. The BBC interviewed me. And it was on that, you know, like your local news, BBC, Look North or whatever it was called. I forget what it was called. And I mentioned about it. And people really thought that Trigger stayed in the, in the room with Roy. They really believed it. I was talking about two things, about Roy Rogers and about the Titanic, believe it or not. And that story, and they said, and I said, they didn't, I said on the telly, like I said, no, they didn't. I said, the horse didn't stay in the room. How was I going to get up the stairs or in the lift? You were laughing, the president. He said, well, where did it stay? I said, it stays in the car park. They made like a little stable for it in the car park, adjacent to the hotel. And they went, oh. I said, that'll disappoint some people, won't it? That it never slept in the same bed as Roy. Oh, bloody. It's crazy, you know. So, yeah, Roy Rogers at the Adelphi. He was with Dale. He was with his wife as well. She never gets mentioned, Dale. Richard the Orkin says, well, I lost £300 winter payments and all I have is my state pension and private pension of £160 a month. That's shocking, that.
Fucking crazy.
I've got a private pension, you know, a university one. Fucking shocking. It's shocking. Richard, mate, it's disgusting. It is. And this is like winter fuel payments. People, don't get the wrong idea and don't make fun, okay, what I'm going to say. Like, there's people, you know, men and women or whatever, who are on their own to keep warm. And if they've got a dog, they bring the dog to bed and, you know, to keep warm because, like, dogs are warm. Even when you're in the snowy depths of the tundra and all of a sudden you fucking become lost or whatever and you're freezing to death. And if you've got a dog, you cut a dog, you cut it open. You know, you kill it and cut it open and put your hands in there to warm your hands up. That's what they tell you to do. And it's disgusting, as the North Red says, and Richard says, 100%, buddy, the politicians have not a clue. It's not that they have got clues.
They have a clue. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Don't ever say that, Richard.
They have a clue, they just don't give a shit.
That.
They just don't give a shit. I mean, like, surely to Christ, you know, they're well versed and well educated. They know exactly what's going on. They just don't give a shit. They will line their own pockets and the corporations and what have you far quicker. And it's the other people that get left behind.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in this country. 1 out of 3 TDs from Fianna Fáil, which is one of the main parties in the government, are landlords. 1 out of 4 TDs from Fine Gael, which is the other party, are landlords. And the rent in this country is colossal. Nobody can afford it. Mortgages, there's this, you know, new buy-to-rent scheme, or sorry, not new first buyer scheme, and you get 4 times your salary. That wouldn't even get you a normal size apartment. That might get you maybe a bed sit if you're to buy a bed sit in this country. That's fucking disgraceful.
Of course it is. But it's all over. It's all over. They don't give a shit. They know everything that's going on. When people say, oh, they don't live in the real world, they fucking do live in the real world, and they don't give a toss. You can't say, oh, they don't know reality. Of course they know reality. And they're putting us on the precipice of a nuclear war. These people. Joe Biden, he's not making the decisions. He's got dementia. He doesn't know what day it is. It's Blinken and it's Jake Sullivan. They're making the decisions. They're going to escalate. They want to give Trump an headache by the time his inauguration comes through in January. Anyway, getting back to this. North Red. Met him. John Walk, too frank. Absolute gentle. He is. I didn't know that. Honestly, he knew me. Kenny Dalglish knew me. Kenny, because he watches it. Yeah, well, he watched it when I, about now. He always watched LFC to see what the fans were saying. The
That's
likes of me.
interesting. All right.
On Gladiator 2, I mentioned Frank's show last night. I'm sorry for bringing politics into it, but no, bring whatever you want into it. Palestinian actress, I know, and she's been deleted. That's another thing. You see what these people do. Well, you know who fucking owns the film studios, don't you? You know the. That's probably more like it. They just don't care. And on that note, Adrian, I was thinking of Adrian Brody, right? I like Adrian Brody. And if Myra is still looking in, Myra, if you want a great science fiction film, watch Predators, made in 2010. And it's Adrian Brody. You've only got Danny Trejo's in it as well. He's in it. But it's good. It really is good. Lawrence Fishburne, one of my favourite actors, he's in it. Predators, made in 2010. That's a very good science fiction film.
Lawrence Fishburne is a great actor.
Oh, he's great. Have you seen him in John Wick? Oh,
yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's a great. By the looks of it, there's going to be another John Wick. Anyway.
Yeah, he's making it now, actually.
Yeah. But
I like Keanu.
Yeah, he's just such a nice guy. He just comes across as a really nice guy. But again,
he isn't. Have you seen? He's getting married.
No, is he? Oh, I'm delighted.
Okay, he's getting married because he thought he'd never find love again after his wife had died.
That was horrible as well.
Right, and he's found love. Now, what kind of a girl do you think he's got? Keanu.
What type of girl do I think he's going
what
for?
type? Yeah, what type? What would you expect it to be like?
I don't know.
Well, she'd be a doll.
Actress? I don't know.
Like a super doll. No, she's not an actress. She'd be like a beautiful girl. As they all are. No, not a see her. And it's made me now think that beauty is skin deep.
Which goes very nicely back to one of the films that we reviewed.
Yes.
The Substance.
Yeah. Beauty is skin deep.
And that film really, if you think hard enough, it really puts out that message. I must check her out now.
Is it the Saab bomber Russia? I don't know what this ballistic missile you're talking about. I forget. It's got like a 3-digit, not a 3-digit, a 3-lettered word. I forget what it's called, unfortunately, Callum. But it's the most devastating. It can't be shut down. It goes at Mach 11. America haven't got them. It's not even seen on radar. And they could wipe us out anytime they want. And we're sending our thing. We have to be there to send these rockets, these long-range or medium-range rockets into Russia. And someone said, oh, yeah, well, it's still Ukraine, isn't it? They're firing into Ukraine. I said, Kursk is Russia. They tried to take the nuclear power plant. They tried to take it. They threatened to blow it up. Do you tell the devastation? These are the Ukrainians. It's not really, it's NATO. I said they couldn't get near it because they were annihilated and they're trapped in Kursk and they're just taking them out. And they've left a little corridor open because Zelensky's sending all his troops through that corridor. They're getting slaughtered. That's how thick these people are. Anyway.
I was just looking at Keanu Reeves' fiance. Alexandra Grant is her name. Alexandra Grant.
She's a journalist.
She's very pretty.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean, they'd probably say not in the traditional sense, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Sean.
Well, anyway, Callum says, you reckon we could catch it in our hands and stop it? Catch what? Yeah, we can catch stop. See?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I take back what I just said. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel bad now.
No, I don't feel bad. Just be a fool when you don't listen to Frank.
I saw a lovely picture of her, and then I kept on, and then oh god, okay. But I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
No, a lovely girl.
If she's keeping Keanu happy, and I mean Keanu has had absolute heartbreak in his life, you know, losing a baby and then losing his wife, and you know, so whatever makes
the beauty that's skin deep, and that brings you to that absolutely brings you to substance.
Yeah,
where beauty's skin deep with the story behind substance. It's
the greed of
that's exactly. But not Keanu's skin deep.
No.
And if you want a love story to watch, ladies and gents, watch, which is a very clever film, watch The Lake House. With
The Lake House.
The Keanu and what's her name? Sandra Bullock. Did you know that? Do you know Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves fancied each other madly?
Yeah, I didn't realise it.
Yeah, they didn't realise it. And he used to say, I'd love to take her out on a date. And she used to say, I wish he'd ask me out for years.
And Keanu said that he would have gone out with her.
Yeah, he did. And she says I would have accepted as well, Sandra Bullock.
But that also happened with James or what's his name, Fallon, the talk show guy, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, Jimmy Fallon, yeah.
And Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, it is. I've seen that. I've seen a clip of that on the
and
YouTube.
He's there. He just puts, you know, a few little crackers and cheese, and he's playing the game console, and she's there interested in him, and he couldn't care less.
But he didn't realise, did he?
Oh, Nicole Kidman.
I love Nicole.
Oh.
Have you ever seen, if you have, don't go into it. Have you ever seen The Others?
No.
You've never seen The Others?
No.
Please watch it. Out of all the ones, watch it. It's just called The Others.
I've seen Deep Calm.
No. Oh, Deep Calm. Oh, Mamma Mia. Oh, Sam Neill. Oh, Happy Days. Yes. I think I'll watch that this afternoon.
That'll heat you up. Oh, that's funny.
Unbelievable, honestly. But, you know, there's a film there, The Others. Watch that. That's a cracking film. The Others. Just watch it, and that'll surprise you. Nicole. technical. And I was going to mention another film to watch. Oh, did you ever watch Nobody?
Nobody.
I asked her to watch it.
Did you?
Yeah. Nobody.
Let me check.
It's just called Nobody.
Oh, I want to see that. No, I didn't see that.
Well, okay. Watch for next week. Watch Nobody and The Others.
Now, Frank, I might not be on next week.
Well, all right. The week after then.
I'll tell you why. I have a
Go
Christmas party on Friday.
All right, so you'll be hungover.
And I'll probably have one eye there. I'll probably have one eye looking at you and one eye looking for you if I was to go on the show. So I don't think I'll be fit. I don't know. I just don't think if I'm alive.
No, honestly, but don't forget, just write them down.
Yeah.
These are for the next time I'm on. Nobody and The Others.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, no, I'll watch that definitely.
Well, tomorrow. Oh,
sorry.
Hang on. Let's just. No, there's cancel going on the pull with Shaw.
I tell you, I wouldn't even be a wing man for myself, not alone anyone else, not Red.
Callum says, use watching Man City versus Spurs this evening, massive clash before tomorrow.
Probably, yeah, probably.
I won't watch it.
Do you know what? I'm absolutely disgusted to hear that there's a high probability that they will get away with the 115 breaches of financial fair play.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew all that all along.
Yeah,
everybody knew that. We knew that all along. And who's going to be punished?
Everyone else.
Everton's going to get punished.
Everton.
They're going to get 50 points deduction, and they're getting put in the third division because they're going to take it out on Everton.
Yeah.
And they're going to knock down the new stadium.
So what?
I'm only joking, Sean.
I tell you though, that we need to start looking at our stadium. Honest to Christ.
I know it's disgusting.
Any roads.
It's disgusting. Our stadium is outdated, and people don't think, how is it outdated? Looking at it, it's outdated. It's outdated. It's a square thing.
I don't even mind that part of it, Frank. I get what
you
you're
should
saying.
have rounded because look at the fucking corners to the main stand. You know, the Annie Road stand. You look at it. Look at these big mad corners. What's those corners all blocked off? What are they?
No, I get that.
And the and the Kenny Dalglish stand.
The Kenny Dalglish stand and the cop. You know.
Exactly. You know, they should have rounded that off there. Then build the cop up, build the Kenny Dalglish stand. You should have it all level. A square peg in a round hole. That's what I call it. And they still haven't put I don't think they've put the windowsills in. And the maintenance, if that rain, the way it gets in, and frost and everything else, the maintenance would be terrible. Pathetic. That's our own stuff. Just blame them for everything. City were always beaten 115 and it's 2024. Don't be fooled. I think Pep's extension proves City have had a nod and a win.
Oh, of course they have.
Well, that was it. That was the big, nothing's going to happen. But we've known this all along. It's taken too long. And we don't take another. I'll be a manager because if they was going to be fucking it, you think he'd be a manager in the third division. No fucking chance.
Too much money. Too much money.
Do you know what they should have been? They should have been banned for 5 years from playing football. And when they were, brought back into the league, they should have started at the bottom tier of the league, English league. Bottom tier, brought back and let them fucking go on from there. That's what should have happened to them.
That was never going to happen.
No, it's never. Nothing's going to happen. Maybe they'll get a 10-point deduction as an appeaser to the likes of me, you, and every other fan.
No, Frank. I mean, it's only the likes of Nottingham Forest and the likes of Everton that are going to get done. That's all. You won't get a Man City.
And that's Callum says. Chelsea should have been in League Two as well. Of course.
And United should have been done as well. United should have been done as well.
You've got YouTube, haven't you?
I have YouTube, yeah.
It's okay. I want you to get up when Liverpool beat Man United at Anfield 5-0. You know when Mo got his hat-trick?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to watch 3 tackles. 3 tackles where 3 players, never mind Pogba, 3 tackles before the Pogba sending off. One by Ronaldo where he kicked the fuck out of Curtis Jones.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, also on Curtis Jones, was when he was running down the wing, Curtis. Running down the wing. This is second half, by the way. He brought the ball away. And Fernando Bruno, he went in. Watch that tackle. Watch it. Please watch it. He should have been fucking sent off an immediate red card.
I think I know the one you're talking about, and I totally
And
agree
he jumps up and he's going, he jumps up. He realises what he'd done. And the fucking referee, that prick, comes over and gives him a yellow. And then the other one is Fred on Keita. When he kicked him in the head. Yeah.
And then if you think about the Man City, do you remember McAllister?
Shocking.
McAllister getting a boot to the chest.
That's
David
Richard. Richard, look, I know he's a 10, but just watch it. It's shocking. Mm. Richard, I'm looking at referees. I'm looking at referees, mate, honestly. Don't be worrying. But that was before Pogba. Ronaldo should have been sent off.
Yeah.
Fernando Bruno Fernandes, he should have been sent off. And so should have Fred. I'm talking about the inconsistencies of referees. It could have been Liverpool doing it. And I would have called them out, Richard. Always look at that. That's nice, I know, Frank, I'm heading out. All right, mate. You stay
safe. Take it easy, Richard. Nice to have you on the channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top lad.
But it's we're not just picking on Man United, honestly, mate. It's just that it's always on. And if you know what I mean, that's the easiest to find. But it's the inconsistencies, Richard, believe us. It's the inconsistencies of refereeing. And Manchester City should have been banned, honestly, as I said. Yeah. It's not just them. And it's just not, it's Chelsea as well. Shocking. Always said about the corners of the ground, the amount of people you could fit in there, but apart from all the main stations of support for the respective stands are placed in every corner. Yeah, that's what he's talking about, our ground. Anyway, Richard says, stay safe all. Thank you, Richard, and you too, mate. You too, fella. Sean's prediction for the Liverpool for the South, seeing as he wasn't on the Liverpool show 2 days ago. No, I'm not going to ask him. Try him, isn't he? Is it? See, he's giving them them funny signals. Referees are in the toilet, absolute, complete, unadulterated incompetence, says the North Red. Yes. Totally agree. We should have continental referees here. Continental referees referee our games. Because
you won't get that.
No, you'll never get it.
You won't get that. When you have a corrupt organization and you're expecting them to deal with the corrupt officials and getting rid of corruption.
Yeah, no. Callum saying throwing gang signs there, Sean.
No, I was giving the my prediction. 4-0 to Liverpool.
How's that?
Is he doing a Mork and Mindy kind of thing there? I think Frank is doing. Or Hunger Games.
It's that, isn't it? Is it that?
Oh no.
That's it. Oh,
yeah.
Blimey, you've got wide fingers. You're a contortionist.
I used to play the piano. Women love it. Yeah.
My granddaughter could read and play the piano at the age of 4.
You were saying that, yeah. That's incredible.
Now she's 12.
Yeah.
And she still goes to, piano lessons.
Yeah.
And she won't play for me. I bought her the piano. She won't play for me. I went up there on Sunday, for me dinner. And her mother said, Francine said, play the piano for your granddad. She said, no. She's shy, Okay.
But fair play to her.
Callum, 2-0 as well, Jones and Mo. And the North Red says, do that in the Bronx, Sean. See how long you last.
I tell you, the Bronx ain't got nothing on Dublin. I'll tell you that for nothing. If you've ever been in Dublin recently, feckin' hell. Hellhole.
One of the, the Benny Hill sign.
Oh, Benny Hill. Oh, man. I love that. Oh, God. So funny. You couldn't do that now, though. None of that. And that's the bloody sad thing about people that don't remember, that weren't born in around that time. Woke. They will never know the fits of laughter that we all had.
Woke. It's woke.
Bullshit.
Gone fucking wild. Oh. But, this is what we were brought up in.
Oh.
I always remember, it was like a serious thing, you see a reporter like that, talking to the camera, and you're going, oh yes, and all of a sudden, just around, it was just a sketch like this, just around from the shoulder of the reporter, you just see it, and he's got his ass over there like that, he's going.
Oh shit!
Just mad. And sadly, that's true, Sean. Belfast the same. Says the North.
Like I keep saying this, and it's not because I want to ridicule any city or whatever, but over the last 10 years, I've seen massive changes in Ireland, and all for the worse. I've never seen this country as bad as it is now. It's dreadful, and I try not to kind of get caught up in the political questions and answers, because I've seen some clips, Simon Harris included, and the pure arrogance in which he responds to the questions. And I don't know what that guy is to be arrogant about. He is responsible for bringing this country to its fucking knees. And for the people that vote the same crowd in over and over again, without being clued in, without looking at what they've done, you're just as bad. You're just part of the problem. So, yeah.
The North Reds don't think my old lads like Benny Hill. He was always very quiet watching. Benny Hill, one of the greatest of all. And Sean, I'll have to go, mate. I'll have to phone Francine up. She's supposed to take me shopping today, but her car's going in the garage today as well. So I just hope she comes down, because I'm fucked otherwise. I need stuff to get in. I need stuff to get in. All right, mate.
All right, Frank. Always a pleasure.
Are you all you ready for tomorrow as well? 4:30 post match.
I should be. I'll have to check, but I should be. I'll give you a shout anyway.
Thank you. Thank you,
Frank. Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat. Thanks for everything, for keeping Sean and I going. And been on for 3 hours. No,
2.5.
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
The last show we did was nearly 4.
I know.
That was some good going, wasn't it? he tolerated me for 4 hours.
My feet are freezing, you know. I mean,
yeah, mine too.
Little hands.
I might go back to bed.
God, blimey, like a little fucking duck here, frozen duck. Anyway, Sean, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, 4:30 for the post match. Okay,
no
see if we're all happy and elated, or you know, a little downtrodden. But anyway, thanks, chat. See you tomorrow. I hope. I know that you are all red, so hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for keeping Sean and I company. Thank you.